Hi, it's Grandma from Grandma's Footsteps, and today we're going to work on page 2.5 and page 3 of the book. Now, I said to page 2.5 because if you remember, we had a small page here. Okay, now don't look over here because although I've started on something, that's the next bit to watch. So, here we go. This is the part of page 2.5 that I've already completed it, but it was so simple. I just finished it off and so I can show it to you because today's video is quite intricate and it's going to take quite a long time. I didn't think you needed to spend time sitting there watching me glue tons of pieces of paper to a piece of card. I think you all know how to do that by now. So I've done what I've had to do and tried to make the video of a reasonable length. So this was where we finished last time. We did this half page here, I believe you might remember, there, and we did this one, and this little photo frame here, and we did this one with the alternative waterfall. There we go. So today we're starting on this half page. Now, what I've done, I have to say, I got some new dies. So I'll show you the dies here. Are you ready? There we go. They're also tonic dies and they are made for memory books. So what I did was I took this one here and I cut, sorry I hit the tripod, I cut out of white card and paper this pretty shape here. And then I took the smallest of the other dies from my other set here and I cut out the centre of both, making a hole. Great, hang on. Yep, so that's that. Then I glued the fancy one, the flowery one, to the white one to make it just that little bit thicker. But before I glued them together, I cut a square, just using a square die, of acetate to go in the middle. So I sandwiched the acetate between the white layer and the flowered layer so that it's nicely captured and nice and set. I then took the piece that I'd cut out of the white here, and it's actually got a little dotted line around it. I attached a piece of lace to it here so we can pull it out. And yes, I used two, it's double, to make it nice and firm so it's easier to put in and out. And there you go, that's your little picture frame there with a piece of card there ready for them to put a picture onto, your recipients. And I just stuck this little duck sticker down here because I liked it and because it was cute. Okay, now we're going to go over to doing this side of the book here, of this page. So I've started off with, I've cut this really nice spotty paper. Now, you probably remember from before, I said we don't ever stick the backing paper down until we've decided on flips and flaps. So, with the new dies, I have taken the other end of that die, this one, here, and I have cut some flips and flaps. I have cut this, here. I cut two of them in white. Now I want to stick them in here to make doors. Okay. The problem is they're flat. I don't really have any spare to fold over to make a hinge. So what I've done is I've made a faux hinge, a fake hinge, depending on which way you want to look at it. So all I did was I got a piece of white card, 1 centimetre wide, and I scored it at 5mm. I folded it in half, and now we are going to attach it. First of all, we attach it to this side. Make sure I've got it the right way up. That's that one. That's that one. Yep. So I'm just going to attach it here to the attach the hinge to the actual door, and then to the card page. So we just put a piece of red liner tape on there and bit of red liner tape there, and we might as well put the red liner tape on the other side at the same time, because, oops, better couldn't do that again if I tried, because it will save us a bit of time in a minute. There we go. Now, sorry all my hands are getting in the way, but basically it's just sticking on a piece of tape. There we go. Okay, so we've got red liner tape on both sides of that. So obviously we're going to have the hinge so that it opens that way. So we stick this side, oh, come on, off, here, to the centre, here. Okay, sorry about my computer making noises in the background there. Okay. Oh, it's not going to stop, is it? I could have turned the sound off, but I didn't think about it. There we go. And then we've got this one, which I haven't yet put the red liner tape onto the outside of, although I have stuck it on. So we'll do that now, when I can find the end of the tape, that is. Oh dear, I'm very popular today. Right, okay, so we stick that on there, like so. That is becoming annoying. If you just bear with me one moment, I will turn the sound off. There we go. Right. Now, you'll notice that on these two, we've got a little pencil circle. I do that to remind myself that I've got to put magnets on. Right. I'm sorry, but my camera ran out of space on the SD card. And just stopped. Unfortunately, I didn't realise it had stopped until after I had stuck these on. You saw me putting the red liner tape on. Well, I've just stuck them onto the page now, and I've placed the magnets in. But you have seen me do that before, so I didn't think it would be too much of a problem. Okie dokie. Now, we've got some very pretty lacy fronts for this, which are going to go on there and on this one, like so. I'm going to stick them on, and then I've got some pretty paper to go on the inside as well. So we just move the book out of the way while I glue this. I'll try to put some glue on this, okay. And where we go around the outside edge. And I've been having a good day today. In fact, I glued my desk to the... I'm looking for my other small glue pot and I cannot find it. I glued my desk to such an extent that I was forced to clean it before I started the video. So, there you go. Just me and gluing my desk, I know. Here we go. A little bit of glue down this, down here, and down here, just so that it will sit beautifully. And bring the book back so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll just glue it into there. Check that it will fold up nicely. Yep, that's good. Nice edge. Oh, a little bit out just there. Luckily, a little bit of wriggle room on the glue there. It was out on that edge, but now it's not. We'll get that in, give it a nice rub down and remove any excess glue while we're at it. There we are. Good. And the other side. Okay. Oh, there it is. I thought I'd lost it then for a minute. It was hiding. I am. Yeah. So, yes, I've had a few problems with the trying to get this video uploaded today. Well, actually trying to get it recorded. I did some preparation work and got things cut ready to start the video. That bit worked okay, but it was only trying to actually record the video that I had problems. So that's that. That's the two sides there, and a nice little magnetic catch so they catch together. And we've got the insides here. I've got a spotty piece of paper. Yeah. So I'm going to glue on there. As I said, remember, always put a little bit of extra glue on where the magnet is. And away we go here. Oh, yeah, glued the desk. Not much, but a little bit. Somewhere I've got a baby wipe. Here we go. A damp baby wipe. That'll get it off nicely. Okay. Right. And we are going. Oops, you're out of shot completely, aren't we? Here. The problem is doing one side of the book, and the book's quite long, and so it makes it a little bit difficult. There, that's got that in there. Let's hope that glues down nicely, and that's the front. And that one seems to have slipped a little bit, but never mind. It's got a little bit of white edge now, but well, that one's got a little bit of white edge too. That's not a problem then, is it? If they both have. Okay, and for the next one, put some glue on the magnet as always, and see if you can see this, I hope. Yeah, bit glue, bit glue, bit glue. Interesting as to whether people go backwards and forwards or round and round when they're gluing. I've seen people do both. I mostly go backwards and forwards, but sometimes I go round and round just for a change. It's silly, but such is life. There you go. That is in now, and that's glued on there. I think that's nice and firm. Good. And then we've got to cover up use the middle bit because we need to cover up where we put our little hinges on. So we'll put that one in there, like so. Okay. Bit more glue around the edges, like so, and then some forwards. It's good when you use a good quality paper like this, because if you use a very cheap thin papers, quite often when you put a load of glue on like this to stick them down, they sort of buckle, and you can see the lines where you've put the glue from the front side. And there we have our little doors. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll probably put some more decoration on there or in there, whatever, when I get to the end and I do all the embellishments. Now, I decided here, this one's going to be very difficult to show you on this here, but I decided to make a book within a book. So, this folds right out like so. And I'll run along so you can see it in both directions. Yeah, see? And my idea was we'd make a book within a book. My book of my first memories. So when you open it out this way, we've got, which I can't, can I show you? Yes, here. It says my first, and then we've got these little cards in here, and we've got the days of the week on there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's their first Monday, their first Tuesday, and it doesn't actually matter on what day of the week the baby is born, because you can put these in any order you want, because they're separate little tags here. So you can put the baby's first picture if it was born on a Wednesday on the Wednesday one, and then you can put Wednesday at the front and then go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and put them in that order. So that was it. So all I did was I put this lovely backing paper on with the little Bambis on, and I made a pocket, white card. I cut one of the shapes, the smaller shape here, from my die set, cut it in half, cut one from white card and one from the pink paper, and I glued it on around the three sides to make a pocket there and a pocket there, and then using the stickers from the large paper pad, I've got a pram on there and a teddy bear on there, just to make it just a little bit more interesting. Okay, So that folds up like that. I folded a piece of ribbon in half here on this end, and I glued it in under the backing paper, and then I stuck this lovely button over the top. Now this writing here, the set that I got today comes with this die, and the die actually says my book of special memories, but the bit that says special is in sort of a italic writing, and I didn't think that it was easily read. So what I did, here it is, there we go. I mean, yes, okay, you can see that it says special, but I wasn't too keen on it. So what I did was I cut this out, this die, and then I snipped it. So I snipped the word special off there, used the top part and the bottom part, and then used my first from my other die set here to go in to the middle. Here we go, my first. And what I did was I cut it out, collected all the letters up and put them in, glued them in individually. So that's how we did that. I just put my dies back on the magnetic sheet, otherwise I shall lose them. Okay, so that's how I got the front page. This actually white fancy bit was from the second set of the memory dies, this one here. So that's the one that cuts out all the pretty bits to go with the first set of dies there. And it's also where I got here from this set the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So that's all on there. So that's, oh sorry, I'm going to put the dies back. Okay, and that's how it opens. We're going to go that way. So we have actually completed that, as you can see, and any of these you will just take a little photo on them, or a little message or something, whatever the recipient wants. Or of course they can put a photograph on the back. It's plain white on the back. So I decided not to put any pattern paper on them. I quite like the white there just looking out. So, oh, I also put a magnet here and a magnet here, one there and one there, so that when you close it like this, it does at least stay approximately together. It's not very good actually because of the thickness in there, but it does hold together. Now when we open this the opposite way, okay, what I wanted to do was it's a book of my first memories, so I was going to do, like I did my first days of the week, was my first, and on this page I put a little pocket in and I put a couple of tags in that the recipient, mum and dad, whatever, can write on here what the baby's first words were and pop it in there. That is one of them done. Now I've also got the same backing paper here and here, and I've got steps and smile, my first steps and my first smile, and room for a photograph. So we're going to stick those on, but first we've got to do magnets again. Okay, so I want that to close onto there with a magnet. So we start off with finding the magnets, which seem to have taken off. Okay, they attach themselves to my die cutting machine. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So a little bit of the red liner tape I put down first. I think I'll put this one down first. Don't want it too close to the edge because you've got to cover it up with this. So that will probably do. And any sort of tape would do, double-sided tape to hold this down. Okay, we'll try and bring it into shot there. And oopsie-daisy. Pull it off. The backing does not want to come off. Okay. There. So that's that one glued on there like that. We take the second one and we pop it on top and it should find its own place. Another little bit of the double-sided tape here. And I can find the end, there it is. You don't need much, just enough to hold it. And what we do is we glue that to that one, there, like so. And we take the backing off that one. So, there it goes. And then we fold it over onto there, press it down, and now we have to be a little bit more careful when we lift it up, and we should have one magnet on each side. Now, I don't want that sticky tape showing when we put the thing on, so I'll just pull it back around there. It doesn't really matter as long as the magnet is attached. Okay, so now we can put our covers on, or covers, back page, whatever, put it on, and hopefully a little bit extra glue where the magnet is, and the desk, the obligatory glue on the desk, and there we go, bit on the magnet itself, and I'll see if I can glue that on there. Get it nice and firm, covering up that magnet there. Right, good. Okay, I'm having less problems with the edges of this paper now, simply because I'm not cutting them out on the Gemini now. I'm actually, my husband, Sweetie, is cutting them out for me on the cut and boss, so not as much pressure on the cut and boss as there is on the Gemini, so they're not buckling. The only reason they're buckling a bit is because they are large open dies, so, and there's a lot of pressure, so it's kind of buckles it up just a touch. It's not the end of the world because I can flatten it down, but I much prefer not to have to. So he's being an absolute star, and doing those for me. So that's got that in there and glued down. I think that's nice there. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to put something on each page, like a white background for a photograph or not. If we just leave the page as it is, it gives people the opportunity to use whatever size glue, not glue, no, that was what I got in my hand, whatever size photograph they wish to use, whereas if we give them a backing, it kind of does tie them down a little bit to the size. But there it is, steps, and smile. So it's my first smile, my first steps, and there is my first words. So they can all go in there, and then the mummies and daddies can put the appropriate photographs in and maybe write the date. And okay, excuse me, I'm just looking for some. And in the middle of the one that says words here, I put the wink of Stella. So I'm now going to do the same with the other two. Sorry, I know you can't see that, it's very difficult. so big. Okay, so all I'm doing is using the wink of Stella in the letters, and it just puts that little bit of sparkle in and makes them show up just a little bit better, in my opinion. So there we go. Yeah, smile. I love the little heart over the eye in smile. That amuses me, that does. Okay. And the only other thing I may do is I do have, but I'll do it when I do the embellishments. I do have these little dies here, which are of course baby's feet. I don't know what's up with me today. Baby's feet. And I may cut some of them out to go on up the side of this one. So for the baby's first steps. But I will do that when I do the embellishments. So there we go. That's our pages for today. So that's our page 2.5 on both sides there, and page 3. And that's my book of my first memories, and that's my book within my book. And here we've got my first Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the days of the week. And then the other side we've got my first steps, my first smile, and my first words there. So that's all we need to do for today. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and take it easy. I'll see you soon with another video. Thank you. Bye.